Vlad again, and hello, it's Vo, and welcome back to the Voseph playthrough for Sims 4. This one is where they become simillionaires. It's also the one where Vlad kills Belagoth. Yeah, I'm sure he does it on purpose, but we'll get there. Where we left them off, we were making an extra floor. Just keeping on with our home design. Making space for little scaly bear. And having that extra floor above for more of our activity items. Summer holidays right into our keep fit. So we've got some exercise equipment upstairs. Just some of the more bulky things like the chess set. Yeah, unlimited room for expansion. Certainly is a grand house we've made them. Yeah, this is the 111 subscriber special. Woo! Yeah, I never thought we'd get here. Here we are. This is the final third of the Voseph story. Yeah, they've come a long way. Owen, Colin and Floofy. And this was going to be the original playthrough. The only playthrough for The Sims 4. This is way back when I was making the City Skylines videos, when we were first on lockdown. I was really uninspired to make music. I may as well share the long-form gaming adventures. I hated editing, still hate editing. So the relief from editing The Sims, from editing the City Skylines videos, was playing The Sims. It was a fun escape from the pandemic and the lockdown. Everything was so unsure. What was going to happen, how things were going to go. It was rather stressful. Yes, an escape was welcome. Yeah, it was fun to live a fantasy life. Just with the household that I had at the time. Then when Floofy passed IRL, then I was sad. I'm still a bit sad about it. But, yeah, I didn't want to linger on this playthrough. I knew it was going to make me sad every time I saw virtual Floofy Oofy. And it was towards the end that I was really starting to focus on completing the collections. I knew that I had too much on my plate. With the kids and the job and everything else. Can't go off and be an adventurer, try to complete collections, and do all the aspirations when you've got so many other things to worry about. Yeah, different styles of playing. This is more how you're supposed to play the game. Raise a family, live a good life. I think the game is designed for you to have every DLC and every pack and everything. It doesn't work all that well, the more things you stack in. But this was a point I only had 10 or 15 DLC items, so the game ran a lot smoother. lured me into a false sense of security. I'd be able to add more and more. So there'd be more collections to collect before I started the journey of trying to get everything done. Yeah, the game really doesn't like it. Definitely should stop releasing DLC when you can't really play with all of it all at the same time. There we go. So yeah, the kids are growing up, learning their skills. Colin's a vampire, doesn't need to worry about much. Vo's getting a little bit podgy, so he's trying to trim down a little bit, and he's streaming his efforts for all his fans and his followers. Yes, the life of a celebrity. He's always working. Got him doing the painter extraordinaire stuff. And he's trying to get multiple aspirations done in his lifetime. Not quite them all. As such, he's got plenty of reward store points. Yeah, I'm not trying to be a super sim, per se. Just gonna be a mentor to help the youngins with their skills. Candy Bear herself has become a B-lister. Yeah, she's still got the best hair in the game. An excellent choice for a missus. Yeah, they've done well as a family unit. Vo's writing the book of life for everyone to help protect them from death. This is before the magic pack, where you could de-deathify people after becoming a wizard. Scary bear, scary bear. Instantly got shades, what a cool kid. I've aged up, I'm cool now, I have shades. Yeah, when the game runs smoothly, it's brilliant. It's great fun. You can let it go without it stressing too much. Yeah, the big point is just try not to play with all of the DLC. Because it's really going to struggle. I think they themselves recommend you only play with 2 or 3 DLC. You get away with more than that, but yeah, not them all. Yeah, I've got plenty of room for collections. Probably enough for, as I say, this level of DLC we've got going on. Let's expand down another level if we needed to, or try and push out the boundaries of the basement. Yeah, the build mode stuff is fun. Stuff doesn't glitch away from you. It disappears when you try to move it. None of that nonsense. As the kids are growing up, they'll have to change around their rooms. Try and make the stuff a bit more grown up as they grow up. Have hand-me-down furniture. We're trying to find a place for the dartboard. Mixture of like games and relaxation down here. well as space for our collections. Real optimistic about the sugar skulls. Get that popped down. Yeah, you're not going to find any sugar skulls, I guarantee it. Yeah, let's hope you can get as many of the collections done, as well as doing jobs and try to complete aspirations. He's sort of on the Ted Minker grind. Just doesn't know what it fully entails. Yeah, we've got plenty of space if we rearrange things. Don't want it to be too cluttered. Yeah, some places we do have enough space. Definitely not going to need 2 high chairs. High chairs are cursed anyway. That's a nice big screen. A gigantic telly. Yeah, we don't want to make it too cluttered. It's a glorious mansion at this point. From humble beginnings. Yeah, we can just keep copying this table. Make sure it matches all the way through. When we're creating our basement full of treasures. If we're moving things around, making sure everything works. There's an actual monster under the bed. I always thought it was figurative until I saw the real monster under the bed. Like, oh god, the kids weren't lying. Now I'm scared of the monster under the bed. Yeah, I don't like this big hole at the top. Feel like the kids could fall through it. Make sure there's plenty of space around about where they would be trying to access this stuff. Again, we don't want it to feel cluttered. Get rid of the bassinet. Can't see any more little ones on the horizon. Yeah, they've both got kids. Quite successful. Going in, looking at things, trying to fix the maximum household size. Messing with things. Try to make them live a little bit longer rather than just using the long lifespan. Yeah, looking through all the settings, automatically paying bills and everything. Looking at the decay of people's relationships and things. Yeah, you can turn off the monster under the bed and things like that. Found that you can make them clean up automatically, which is one of the mods I had installed. I could have just changed the settings in here. Yeah, this is the only mod you'll need, but it's got a million settings in it. Gotta know how to figure it all out. Yeah, that was a bit of fun. Make things a bit easier on you. But yeah, it's a lot of different things to mess around with. When it came round to Ted Minker, I just left it as it was. Didn't really go in and tweak anything too much. Yeah, you can tweak all the different settings. It's the MC command center. Pretty much essential. So we're going to go in and give Scary Bear cool outfits. Let them keep their shades, obviously. It's a good choice. Yeah, try and make them look cool. Obviously the celebrities' kids. When they age up, they kind of get random clothes. You're going to have to go in and give them cool looks. He's still got his podge. Very realistic, true to life. Got that middle-aged spread. Yeah, look how buff Summer Holiday is. She's been doing all that working out. Yeah, now that they're global superstars, they maybe need a refresher for their looks. Make sure they're looking the business. That's it, everyone loves a boogie. Yeah, it's good fun when you're not stressing about getting on with the next mission. You know, try to complete the collections. It's not your only purpose, you know. Yeah, this playthrough was just letting the game run and enjoying the results. As I say, it is fun. I mean, you can just let it go and it just runs by itself. Just watch the interactions that people are having. Watch them all having fun. Nostalgic for it now. It's about 5 years ago at this point. Religious holiday, aging up. Yeah, make sure they've got different personalities, the two holiday girls. Make sure they're kind of opposite to each other. Yeah, I did think that at some point I'd integrate the two and bring this lot into Ted Minker's world, but by the end of the collection adventure I was done with it. Yeah, never want to play this game again. You've ruined my enjoyment by being so awkward and grindy, trying to get those last few things. Yeah, this was a simpler time with less DLC involved. The game actually worked. Ran pretty smoothly. There was the occasional exception caught by MCC, but that's about it. And even that was no big deal. Save and exit and reload and everything was fine. The game didn't grind to a halt like it did for poor Ted. As I say, it gave me the impression that it would always run fine, no matter how much of the DLC you added. But that just wasn't the case. So yeah, he's going to view some high art. He's hanging out with Vlad, his chum. Yeah, Vlad seems alright until he invites everyone to the murder party. But we'll get there. He's still not finished his charisma skill. It's good to hang out and be a cool dude with more people. Yeah, just spending time with the cats. Much like real life, having good fun. Colin's playing his games, you know. It's like an alternative reality where things were just a little bit better. Yeah, it would be cool to have a bowling alley in the house. Yeah, definitely need money for that. It's the murder party. So Vlad decides he's having a party. That's fine. He invites everyone, but he decides he's having it at an outdoor venue. But he knows that the ladies are going to turn up in their frocks, and it's the middle of winter, and it's an outdoor venue. Like, seems like just a sweet accident, but you know, he knows. He definitely does it on purpose. Voseph's smart. He changes into a winter attire out of his party frock. But sadly, the poor ladies in their party frocks perish. Poor Bella. The more everyone hangs around to watch and be sad, the more they perish. Vlad, you're so mean. Yeah, I swear he did that on purpose. He knew that would be the outcome. Yeah, never go to one of Vlad's parties. That's the thing. So yeah, that's what happened to poor Bella. We'll have to see if we can sort that out. The rest of them, yeah, they're kind of random, so they're not that important to the story. But poor Bella's been through enough in the lore. Try and sort her out. Yeah, at the time, I was so shocked. Like, oh my god, he killed her. He did that on purpose. He killed them all. He actually is a meanie. We shouldn't be friends with him. But yeah, just shock as they all started falling over. Like, why don't they change into their winter clothes? Like, he knew that they wouldn't change. He planned that out. What a mean guy. So yeah, we're speaking to him. We kind of want to turn into a vampire. We could get Colin to turn us into a vampire, really. But the tried and trusted method, go hang out with Vlad. Yeah, Vlad is a cool place. Yeah, the vampire lifestyle isn't for everyone. Colin's managing it well. Stuff in the household inventory. I'll try and get popped out. There's no point in it sitting in here. Yeah, still got plenty of space. Keeping the gnomes, save them causing trouble, keeping them in the inventory. New Year's Eve, just chumming up the ghosts. Yeah, we're friends with the ghost of Bella. Haunting our computer so we can't do any work. But yeah, there's no such thing as de-deathify yet. The magic realm hasn't been brought into existence. Everyone's loving the New Year's Eve countdown. Even the cats. Still making masterpieces. Got the tried and trusted method of feeding the toddlers. Just leaving servings of food constantly nearby that they can just grab a serving and feed themselves. And not have to worry about the high chair hijinks. I'm still working on that podge. I don't know how Summer manages it. Ripped, got that six-pack and everything. He's trying to be a Renaissance man and a bit skilled in everything. A man of culture, a man of the arts. Got to go flying off into space, go meet some aliens. Off into space, that's his plan. He's got to pay 1 million simoleons to escape off into the next game. He's got to leave behind 1 million for Colin in case he wants to get out and get onto the next game. Yeah, I don't want to leave behind the kids and everything. Got a happy life. They're in no rush. Make some long-term investments like a money tree. Yeah, as I say, before it had occurred to me, I should try and get all the collections and all the achievements and all of the aspirations done. This was the idea of success. Have kids, hope they do better than you do. It's the idea of what you should be doing with your life. But yeah, collecting things, that's far cooler. So yeah, I'm not sure if our room down here would have been big enough, our little museum room. Would have been big enough to house all the collections that were available at the time. We'll never know. Probably enough room for what he's going to collect. Getting the big hanging lights out of the way. So they're interfering with the furniture. A bit more tactical with the lighting. During the day it's fine. Plenty of windows up here. Yeah, this space light isn't really doing much illumination. Yeah, constant rearranging, redesign. That's fun of it. Yeah, we've got holidays we don't care about. Our own holidays we'd like to make. It's quite fun just adding a holiday for the sake of it. Yeah, it's a good way to try and get the sugar skulls. Get everyone to dress up all spooky like, you know. You still need the gravestone for that. Should have scooped up all the gravestones from the murder party. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it at the time. It's good we've got the ghost of Bella. We did take that one gravestone. I want to try and bring her back to life, but don't know how. I think that maybe writing her the book and reading from the book to bring her back to life might be the way forward. That's a ways off. Takes quite a while to write the book of life. Don't want her spirit to fade. She seems to feel welcome, that she's just appearing and going on the computer and doing all the usual annoying visitor things. Gonna get some decoration done. Give the upstairs a bit more of a look rather than just plain. As with everything else, can always change things up. Reworking and redesign. Nice and easy in the game. Not so much in real life. Yeah, he's getting the achievements. He's woohooing in the rocket ship. As I say, a simpler time. There was less things to do and less expectations. Still got room on the side. Gonna add something cool for the kids. Again, don't want it to be cluttered. Cool stuff, but don't want it to be crammed in. Quite a modest garden at the back. Definitely could have more stuff. Definitely haven't completed the gardening. Got the money trees, it's raking in the money. Yeah, they got to be simillionaires. Someone's having a bear phase. At least they're using the pirate ship. You can't be a scary bear without having a scary bear phase. Yeah, trying to add some greenery to the bottom floor. So many ornaments, even just with a little bit of DLC. Probably have lighter curtains in a kitchen area, but never mind, curtains will do, it's better than no curtains at all. Shame, because she froze to death. She's blue. She always wants the heat of the fire because she can't quite warm up because she froze to death. Like, that's savage. So yeah, we decided the best way to do things is to add Bella to the family, so then we can use the options. We've got a bit more control. So we find out if you use the wishing well, you can wish for life. Obviously have to give it a donation to start off with. We'll use some of our precious funds to give it loads of money before we make a wish. we're hoping to wish her back to life. Yeah, she got dazed from it backfiring on her. There we go. We managed to revive her. Poor Bella. Gonna pop her in the BFF household. Yeah, there's places we can pop people. Yeah, we did take somewhere from there, but it seems like Candy's sister's had a baby. Yeah, you can move people around as you wish. Once you've set people up living in a house together, yeah, they'll probably just start going out with each other. Yeah, I thought it was going to be just a direct replacement. Like here, have a new person to be BFF, but she's found someone anyway. Just creating some drama by putting Bella in with him instead. But yeah, that's the death and rebirth of Bella Goth. Yeah, she's important to the story, so I felt obliged to try and sort her out. Yeah, the rest of them kind of expendable. But still, yes, very savage. Vlad is definitely a meanie. He wasn't important as well for turning people into vampires. I wouldn't hang about with him. Good to see them using all the different furniture. Fun little area. Floofy, oofy, cheeky. Yeah, the wishing well is pretty cool. Wishing I put the life back. Reset the life counter. Wish for simoleons, career success, a good mood. Yeah, you got to make sure that it's happy with you and it's well fed with money. Yeah, they're doing well at creating art. We've got to find places to put it. Some lovely masterpieces being created. So we're having our event. Getting dressed up for Creative Saints Day. Yeah, you can use the events to help you achieve your goals. Yeah, Summer's close to aging up. Colin's become an old man. Yeah, being an old vampire, you can join Vlad. Yeah, the word store isn't going to help him become young again, sadly. It'll only let you reset your current age back to the beginning. It's not going to let you age down like a pet treat. Yeah, I don't really want plant seeds littering everywhere. Gotta keep those happy gnomes away in your inventory. Yeah, Colin's gonna suit vampirism, you see. Likes to hang about inside all day playing his games. It's the only way to stop him aging up to death. When it's death or vampirism, you're into it. Yeah, that's the way for everlasting life when you've got limited options. People would rather use the wishing well or try and use the book of life. Yeah, there's no mother plant to go and ask for a age reset. That's not an option. Beautiful pictures of Floofy Oofy. Very important museum quality. Yeah, we'll get them put in a better place where the cat can see them. Photographs of cats for cats. I'm sure Colin's Sasquatch outfit must be in dire need of a clean. They don't have washing machines. I'm sure you'd appreciate that. So yes, it was always on the cards. Colin has embraced vampirism. Give him a cool vampire look. And just his normal look. You can switch between them. Yeah. Evil but pretty. Yeah, that gives him something to do, keeps him occupied. You can do some vampire aspiration stuff. Going another floor down. Once we get the stairs set up just right. You need an extra layer, a vampire layer underneath everything else. Again, gives us more room to expand. Unlike real life, nice and easy, just pop in a basement as big as you like. Yeah, if only. Yeah, I really want a double door. Double doors generally look better. Little bar down here with a karaoke machine. Little fun getaway lounge. A vampire lair and a little lounge. Make sure that the stairs are properly aligned. Messing around with the stairs has chucked a load of stuff into the inventory. We'll get that popped back out. space in the floor above for them to walk around. You want to make sure everything's practical. Your Sims can wander around and actually make it. Hopefully Colin's not going to get a vampire baby if he gets taken away by aliens. Yeah, it's a real threat at some point. Aliens are going to take you away, you're going to come back pregnant. Especially when there's less sort of things going on in the game and it's running smoothly. These sort of meta events are more likely to happen properly. Gonna have a pool, of course. When you're a millionaire, you need a pool to go with your bowling alley in your house. Yeah, that's millionaire stuff. Classic design for the pool. The lights on the bottom. The gnomes will come down to spectate. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Kids are using the chess and the stuff. The activities. The more stuff you've got at home, the more activities your kids can do. Get their skills up and be better prepared for life. That's how these rich kids get an advantage. He's optimistic about that sugar skull holder. Guess it just looks nice as a shelf, but yeah, he's not going to get to fill it up. I'll be left for his successor. Yeah, it's good. Bella's round for a visit. Chatting about being a ghost. Afterlife. Chatting with a vampire. Existential stuff, you know. Yeah, getting all the achievements. Yeah, getting stuff from the reward store. Again, trying to make the kids opposites of each other. Cover all the bases. And childhood successes. Love calling watermelons watermelon umbrella. He needs that now that he's a creature of the night. Volight's going out dating. I thought Colin was going to stay behind the bar there for a second. He's just giving it a little wipe down. That's not like him. Yeah, the adults are just naturally gravitating towards this bar. They know what's good. Have a little kitchenette area right outside. When they've had a couple, they can make something. Soak up the booze. Yeah, miss Colin's long hair. Sugar Skull Obi-Wan. Plenty of options. It's not the clown one. Yeah, their outfits are good. It's quite fun when they get a random outfit from aging up or from joining a club or starting a new job or whatever it is that they're doing. Whenever there's a change in their life and they just suddenly get a new outfit out of nowhere. Sometimes they're great. Yeah, Vo himself with his swanky beret and everything when he's a critic and a writer and everything. When they get famous and they suddenly get this saunter about them that they're going about all swanky and slow. Yeah, it was fairly successful at the time for a playthrough. Getting all the achievements, having children, getting to the million. Yeah, simpler times, simpler goals. I think that's what the game was designed for. This sort of playthrough. Don't think it was designed for you to try and have all the DLC at the same time and to do everything all with one sim. Yeah, I don't think that was the intention at all. I think you were supposed to explore all the different things over many sims' lifetimes and not just one. I shouldn't have really been surprised that the game was stressing. I was asking too much of it. Getting the books of life written for everyone. In theory, that's going to work like a death flower. Bring them back. Place them in accessible places where people can grab them in a hurry. Someone needs brought back. Not sure if that can de-age you as well. If it's just capable of rolling back the age like the wishing well and the mother plant. But yeah, lessons learned. We're still figuring things out towards the end of the Ted Minker playthrough. Still having to look things up about how to complete the collections and things being awkward. You're probably not going to find the collection. It's kind of buggy. Like, yeah. It's generally the experience. But if you're just playing for fun, without too much expectation, yeah, it's pretty good. It's interesting having a windowed room, a windowed wall. You should be able to see the kids better. Not going to perish. Colin satisfying his kleptoness. Yeah, that was the thing, made him a klepto and having to steal minor objects from people. Yeah, he's discovered that there's always a fresh paparazzi appears looking for a scoop or a picture of the famous family. Fresh supply of plasma. The oldest is getting old. Yeah, we can fix it when they become overweight Can go in and manually adjust it, give them a head start. Easier to keep trim than it is to get trim. Yeah, that would be good in your teenage years. I suppose you can do that now. Got that injection things that make you skinny. Yes, not for me. Yes, being a teenager is probably slightly easier than it was before. Yeah, you can't get insta-lean with the points. Yeah, you don't necessarily need the points if you're using the command center. Yeah, once Scary Bear's aging up, get her the big bed. There's just no point in having those in-between beds. As soon as the kid can't sleep in a big bed it is. Helps them get their energy back. There's no problems with their needs. One less thing to worry about. Yeah, it's good when they can feed themselves as well, and you don't have to worry about leaving food available for them to just grab a portion from. Yeah, I got quite used to the routine of it. Colin enjoyed the cooking as well. He quite often just do it by himself without being prompted. Just go make more food on the grill. Back round to another new year again. Oh, how time flies. Yeah, he's slowly unlocking his vampire perks. For his streaming his music that he's making. New skill day, everyone's trying to pump up their skill levels. Especially stuff that they don't normally do. Get that first few levels secured. Yeah, more painting going on. Need more room for all these masterpieces. Yeah, make sure that we're framing everything. Paintings look a lot better when you got them framed. Watch out for duplicates as well. There's a lot of different paintings that you can get. But invariably you will end up with a duplicate somewhere along the line. Have to confirm that yes, you do want to sell this masterpiece off to a collector. Yeah, that's the life of the millionaire. Yeah, these collectibles popped out. But yeah, it was a fun release, fun escape. Good to do something different. But it primed me for the collection adventure. I knew I had to start again. It's hard to get all the collectibles and do all the adventuring when you've got the kids and the life. Yeah, I knew I had to start again. Yeah, they will return. -1 Floofy Oofy. Nice and easy in the game to keep Floofy alive forever. Even adopt her a friend. Sadly, real life is not as convenient and magical. Yeah, Colin may return. Voseph will definitely return next time. Till then, take it easy. See you in the next one.